Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another day. Some more work. Oh, I think my daughter's trying to get in. Need some, kiddo? Okay. All right. I'm back. Yeah. So today, another day where we're gonna talk about Lerna things. I thought today I would go ahead and start working in the. Um. Hey, how's it going, Adam? Oh, nice. Yeah. The most recent one about Gatsby with Jason. It's good. I had a really fun time chatting with him. So today I just wanted to kind of start on the dependency track. So yesterday in the video I made I basically I had a npm org. So I made a new project. I set it up with Lerna. I used Lerna. So I used Lerna in it to set it up. We used the independent versioning option, and then we used Lerna create to create our first package, which is in packages avatar. And so it has its own. It has all of this is just the boilerplate structure that it gives. And yeah, and so we did that and we published it kind of as it stood to npm just to prove that we could publish it. Let's see, what was that? Consent avatar. So everything got published to npm. We even included a css file in the second alpha. So that's all the stuff that we did yesterday, all caught up there. Today, what I want to do is there are absolutely no dependencies of this project yet. So, or there are no dependencies in this project yet. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough. So what I'd like to do is I know that Lerna, you're supposed to be able to include all of your shared dependencies in this root project. Now, there's a couple things that I was thinking we would try to do. Definitely, I need React and React. Maybe not React DOM. I need React. Maybe React DOM if I start doing some like documentation or whatnot. But and I'd like ideally to set up some kind of testing framework. I was thinking about. Well, I haven't really used it more than just a simple test. I was thinking about Cypress because I really want to use real browsers to test these things, because they are visual things. So sometimes the implementation between actual browsers changes, but then also implementation between like a node environment and a browser would definitely have the potential to be different. So that's it. So I think I might try to do that, but set up a test for that, but definitely just kind of like get those dependencies in. Oh, the other thing is what's it called? Micro bundle. I really like using micro bundle for packaging up my components. So I might use that as the shared solution for doing that. So packaging these up for different environments. I might use that. I think it's really good. So let's start. So we're in our project. And we have packages. Okay, cool. So what we need to do is at the root of our thingy. Okay, so we're at the root. I want to npm install React. That is something that we are absolutely going to need. So let's do that. And then see how this all shakes out. Okay, no vulnerabilities. Our package JSON changed. Excellent. So it's added as a dependency. Now, I think I want this as a peer dependency, if I'm thinking about this right. So let's try that. I don't remember what the flag is for that. Actually, let's start over. npm install. I'm sure there's a flag. Save prod, save dev, save optional, no save. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, microbundle is sorry, in response to Adam in chat. Yeah, microbundle is awesome. I really love it. It has support for TypeScript too. The only thing that it doesn't support out of the box is the and maybe it does now, but in the last time I installed it fresh, it doesn't support the spread operator, I think, or maybe the rest operator or the rest parameters. It doesn't support that, which is a bummer because I use that in functional components all the time. I mean, I guess a way that you could get there's not really a good way to get around it either, without having to import something like a Lodash function that does that for you. It can be prohibitively difficult to actually. I've not successfully just written it on my own. So that's the one caveat with that. I've had to kind of jump through some hoops to process things through Babel as well. I think I have an example of what I'm doing for React SVG spinner. I think that kind of demonstrates some of the hoops that I have to do to process it through Babel first and then go to microbundle. So if you're looking at that, we might explore that here today too if we end up with enough time, but probably not. So peer dependencies. I think that's going to be good. Now I know that there's some kind of like nonsense that you can do with like 15 or 16. Right now I don't really care. I can kind of spread that out or expand that later if when we need that to happen. So let's see. Yeah, as far as the other syntax though, Adam, it has really great support for all the rest of the syntax. I don't know why that one's a special case. Just it does not seem to be supporting it. Okay, so cool. So we have React here. I'm not exactly sure how to test this. I apologize. Today's going to be a lot more exploration because these are, given that it's like kind of actual work, I don't really know exactly where I'm going. Okay, so what do we have here? So let's go into our package avatar. Okay, so we don't have any build script or anything like that. I think maybe a good way for me to be able to see that all of the stuff is working is to actually have an environment where I'm able to build out build these things. So let's install microbundle to oh my gosh, microbundle, and that one is dev. Let's see, shared. Let's go to GitHub. We can learn to do the two primary commands in Lerna are Lerna bootstrap and Lerna publish. Bootstrap will link dependencies in the repo together. Publish will help publish any updated packages. Okay, well, let's get a note for later when we need to link packages together. Okay, so the package config in lerna.json is a list of globs that match directory. Okay, we got that part. Lerna recognizes leaf packages versus root package JSON, which is intended to manage the dev dependencies and scripts for the entire repo. Correct. Now scripts, that's something that I missed yesterday. So the scripts for the entire repo. Common dev dependencies can be pulled into the root of Lerna repo. This has a few benefits. All package. Okay, cool. So we read that yesterday. Okay, so I'm curious about a couple things now. Okay, so we have microbundle now. Let's see. Okay. So let's go into avatar. So I'm kind of waffling around a little bit. Let's just set up avatar and we can pull that out later if we need to. So let's get to the microbundle instructions. We got that. So we have microbundle installed. Perfect. Let's grab these two scripts. And put those in here. So build is going to call microbundle. Dev is going to call microbundle.watch. Now we do not have those packages installed here. So I'm curious to see what happens. So we'll navigate into avatar. I always do that. Packages avatar. Npm run build. Missing script because I didn't save. Okay, I'm in avatar. Directories. Oh my gosh. What a dum-dum. Okay, build microbundle failed. Ent. Command not found. What did I say? Npm run build. Okay, so let me do this. Lerna run build. Okay. So running it in my root as a Lerna run command ran it in the one package, but I can't run it directly, which makes sense. I don't know if I am intended to be able to run it directly. It seems weird that I would be if I don't have that installed in the known modules in this directory. I don't know where it would find it, but also Lerna's doing a lot of magic, so maybe that is an expectation. I just can't figure out how to use it. But for now, we'll just assume that like tests, you're supposed to run any of these scripts in the at the root. Okay, cool. So we got that. Now we just need to set it up right. It is not set up correctly at the moment, so we need to add a couple extra options. Where is this? Oh yeah, so we'll add this config. What was that? Oh yeah, so these are all properties. So let me go back up to main, where I have main defined here. So main is going to be, at least at the moment, lib. I might need to actually re-orchestrate these things. So dist foo.js. Okay, so all these are going to be avatar. Source file let's make this. Let's put it in a directory now. I might not have it in a directory later. So source, new file, avatar.js. Looks like this whole live stream might just end up being about a microbundle, which isn't actually a problem. Microbundle is awesome. So let's copy our implementation, which is nothing, from here. So we have source. So the source is going to be source avatar.js. Cool. We've created that now. The module. Let's throw all these in lib, since that is how our project is already set up. The main is also going to be lib. Okay. All right, I think that's good. So if we run this again, we should actually see some output this time. Yes, and we do. Okay, so we get the avatar.js is our source. Sorry, that's a new file that I created. We're going to get the UMD map, MJS, MJS map, and JS. And in our package JSON, we've already set up these so that the appropriate bundlers know how to find each of those files. This is all good so far. I'm glad that this is working. Now, something that I almost always do, and again, like I said before, I'm going to set up this one project, and then we will pull things out as they get globalized. So like once we have two, we'll know what we actually need to pull out. But typically in a project like this, I would set a Git Ignore and give it whatever my distributed directory is. So in this case, that would be lib. And I can never remember if I need to put a slash on that or not. I think, let's see. Yeah. So that's something that I end up doing. And then also there is there's a way to add a Npm Ignore. And in that case, you would do not lib. You just do the opposite of what we're doing, because I want these to get distributed. I want these only to be sent to NPM. I don't want them on GitHub. So this is how that should work. Let's see. It didn't. I think I need to do oh no, it did work. Yeah. I'm so bad at globs. Okay, cool. I think that worked. So now that we have that, so git add set up my micro bundle for avatar. Okay. So we got micro bundle set up. Let's actually, so now that we have that set up, I can start to kind of see, I can try to import React and see if it builds the way that I expect. So source, oh, I can also, so there's that, let's see, npm run dev command. Sorry, Lerna run dev. We'll run it for all of my projects. Okay, so function import function avatar return image source alt. Okay, so I'm just going to put these in here for right now. Again, because of that spread props problem, or rest properties. I can never remember the name of these syntaxes. Okay, so dev, it looks like it's doing, but it looks like maybe Lerna is swallowing up the messaging. So I'm gonna run build. Okay, cool. It looked like everything linked properly. Let's check in lib. Cool, awesome. So it is. It's going to pull in these. It's linking React. It's transforming the import and export statements, and I'm getting all of these versions out. Amazing. Now you'll notice that it defaults to H. Now this is for hyper. Was it hyper something? Hypertext. Hyper. Anyway, the pragma that it uses, so this is designed, I think, primarily with Preact in mind, but there is an escape hatch, so it uses that H for like hypertext, but we can get out of it with the JSX option. So we'll put that as a flag on both of our commands. Where's that in the package JSON? So build and dev. Let's see if that works. Okay, cool. Let's check it out again. And yes, so it changed from H to this reference, which is the imported module. So awesome. So all of that seems to be working. All of the linking worked. So it knows how to find React, which is awesome. So it's set using the environment, obviously. So if it's in production versus development, that is all great. So let's do this. So lib. So we changed. Oh yeah, I need to remove package avatar packages avatar lib avatar.js. Yes. Because the only one that I want to track in Git is the source file. Let's see if there are any others that made it through that I should remove while I'm in here. Packages, avatar, lib. Okay, so I need to kill the whole lib directory in Git. Oops. Okay, so that should be gone. Let's see, set up React and remove lib. Okay, so this directory is still here though. Maybe I didn't do it right. Yeah, because avatar CSS is still getting dragged. Okay, let's keep pressing on. You asked for will work. This is absolutely how my actual day goes. Just stumbling. There we go. Okay. Okay, we'll amend the last commit and push that up. I'll force push. Okay, so that directory should no longer be tracked in Git. Cool. No longer tracked. Excellent. This is what I wanted. Now I can Lerna run build. Lerna run build. Lerna rub build. Oh my word. Now that should rebuild the lib directory, which it did. We see it here. But in Git, we should no longer see it wanting to track anything. So this is exactly what we want. Now I can publish this. Now this component kind of sucks, so maybe I should actually make it better. I'm curious if, let's try using the syntax that we want. And see if it fails. Fingers crossed. Whoa. So maybe it's, okay. So I wonder if it doesn't support spread. Maybe it's all fixed, but also maybe it doesn't support the spread operator, not the JSX spread. I don't know. Well, this is perfect. This is all I care about. So if that worked, let me see. Let me try to pull off other properties. So one of the things I know that I'm going to be doing is pulling off class name and munging some values into that. So class name, it's going to be, so it's going to be an array of values that I'll call .join on with a string in between. If I can get there. Avatar, and then I'm going to add the rest of the class names in. So we got that. So, man, if that works, that's awesome. That's so much less things that I have to do. Boom. Amazing. Yeah, crazy. Okay, cool. So it's doing it too. I am loving it. It does use object assign, so I need to be kind of careful of that in, oh wait, let's see if the UMD bundle does. It also uses object assign. So let's see, what's support for that like? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if polyfills would catch that, or Babel polyfills. I'm not sure. So that's an area of exploration. So in my README, I'm going to add this. Nope. This is one area where monorepos can be really irritating, is trying to find stuff. Okay, so let's see. Object assign. Object.assign is used in builds. Do I need to polyfill that? Or will the bundler? So that's a remaining question that I have. And there's the only way that I'll be able to kind of determine that is through exploration. I'm actually installing it in one of our app environments and running it through Internet Explorer. Okay, cool. So this does what I need it to do. We have, so the only thing is I deleted our CSS file. So I guess I'll put that in source. And like I said, in the beginning, it's possible that I won't have these in a directory at all, that these would just be in the root of the avatar project. And the reason that I would do that is because when someone needs to grab one of these pieces individually, like the CSS file. If they want to link that CSS file, I don't want them to have to know a deep path to get there. I just want them to be able to do npm project / the resource. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do it. So let's change some things. So I'm going to make avatar.css. I'm going to move this out into avatar. I'm going to delete this source directory. That means that I need to go into package JSON for avatar, and I need to change a couple things. So instead of source, my source is now avatar CSS, and the style is the source is avatar.js, and the style is avatar.css. So I think that should all be good now. And if I did it all right, I should be having to track the deletion of the directory and the inclusion and add avatar CSS and JS. Okay, cool. That looks good. Let's see. What did I do in this commit? Basically added CSS file back to root and kind of made a component. Okay, now when we get back to GitHub, so I'm going to go check GitHub real quick. Whoops, wrong window. I'm going to check GitHub real quick. And what I want to see is no lib directory, no source directory. And I want to see that right in the root. I didn't put any code in there. I want to see that right in the root. And so yeah, so everything, so there is looking good. Let me go unpackage.com / oh, I think I saw it in my 1.0. Man, this cough though. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab that CSS. Perfect. I'm going to add it back here. I need to change my default. I do that so many times a day, but I'm so lazy. I just refuse to do it. Okay, so we got this. We got that going. Let me add that back into Git. After CSS, boom, it's there. Now let's run Lerna publish. Lerna diff. Let's just see what happened. So we can see all of the things that changed. We can also, there's also a command called Lerna updated. Lerna updated just tells you which packages had changes. So that's really nice. If you don't want to actually see all the changes, you just want to see which packages had changes. Boom. Lerna run build. Actually, if we go into our package JSON, I think we can set up a so yeah, I was gonna say we could probably set up a pre-publish hook for so that we can build all these before we publish them. Again, I think that's something that's an optimization that I'll probably save for when we have multiple components and I can actually test it and not just kind of do the work in theory without an outcome. Okay, cool. So now we can do Lerna publish. It'll ask us which version we want to publish. We'll do a custom pre-release. It already is incrementing that number. So yes, we want to publish. Boom. We should now see that in our versions. So it's the latest. Perfect. And if we go to unpackage again, just avatar like that, we'll see that it is now connected to that lib version of it, which is the CGS version. We can inspect what actually went up to npm. We have the readme, package.json, license, the lib directory. You'll notice that none of the source is in there because we're only sending up our lib directory. Now, it's possible that because I'm specifically stating the lib directory in package.json avatar, I'm saying specifically send this up. It's possible that I don't need to do this npm ignore. I don't know. It's a habit. We could test it and see, because it would be nice to have one less file in each of these project roots. So I'll test that on the next one. Let's see. Yeah. And so then we have all our JS files. Now, the only thing is now our CSS file isn't in there. So we need to add that explicitly. So we're including all of lib, but we also want to include avatar.css. Now I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to delete this npm ignore because we're explicitly stating that we want these files in here. So we'll see how that works. Rejigger. Super descriptive commit names. I'm sorry. Lerna publish. Again, custom pre-release. That is fine. Yes. All right, when all that goes, oh, this is alpha 2 still. Change that to 3. We have avatar CSS. Awesome. Lib directory is still in here. Amazing. So don't need that npm ignore. Great. Let's see. I think everything now is set up the way that we want. 1040. Yeah, let's see how far we can get in the next 7 minutes. Actually, no, I'm not going to get very far in 7 minutes. I'll save this for tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll do Cypress. We'll get Cypress set up. I think I ended up spending significantly more time actually specifically talking about microbundle since we had to get that set up. Anyway, microbundle is amazing. So yeah, as you can see, it took a lot of work out of the process of compiling JSX and setting up different builds. Like, it's a truly amazing project. We did hardly any work to get all of that stuff to work, and it supports TypeScript. So if you're into TypeScript or Flow, I guess I've never used Flow. This thing's amazing. Anyway, I'm glad that we got to cover that today. We kind of covered some like npm publishing stuff, and yeah. So next time, so tomorrow on Friday, we will definitely be doing trying to get at least one test going for using Cypress, which we'll test in a browser. That's it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. I'm Chantastic. And that's it. Hope to see you tomorrow.